Om Shanti. Every human being at some point of time in his life must have pondered over the question, what is the aim of my life? Is life just being born, living for some time and dying? Why is it that in a world with billions and billions of human beings, there are a few who are remembered with love and respect for decades after they pass away? Is it their physical beauty or is it their power? Neither, because many people with physical beauty have lost it with their youth. Then, what is the reason for the respect and admiration of people towards great men? Divine virtues, spiritual beauty, and the jewels of special qualities with which they are decked up has endeared these great men to the hearts of the people. Every human being strives to live such a life, but each one takes a different path to reach this goal. There are some who have realized that riches and luxuries are short-lived, yet they continue to aspire for more of these. There are others who know that inner richness is eternal and real, but are confused as they are unaware of the means to achieve it. There are others searching for everlasting gains. In spite of the money and luxuries he has, man is internally poor. True knowledge of the self alone can remove this poverty. Prajapita Brahma KUmaris Ishwariya Vishwavidyalaya has been established with an aim of disseminating such knowledge that helps human beings to become completely virtuous and divine. The spiritual knowledge taught here gives the required strength and inspiration to achieve this goal. The first lesson of spirituality is the answer to the question, who am I? The two words spoken many times during the course of the day are me and mine. My body, my house, my kingdom, my world. Man today has knowledge of all these things. He knows about the whole world around him, but he does not have a clear and accurate answer to the question, who am I? Man today is in an illusion that his name, occupation, qualification, and position is his identity. With his intelligence, he has been able to unravel the many mysteries of the world. But he is unable to solve the puzzle, who am I? I am not the body visible to this naked eye. I am a conscient energy, the soul, that runs this body. This conscient energy, seated in the middle of the forehead, sees through the eyes, hears through the ears, and speaks through the mouth. It uses the body as an instrument. Just as a driver drives a car, the soul, seated in between the eyebrows, drives the body and comes in contact with the world with the help of various organs. A human being is a combination of the soul and the body. When the soul enters the human body, life begins. Without the soul, the human body is considered dead. The soul runs the body through the three faculties of the mind, intellect, and resolves. Mind is the thinking faculty of the soul. The intellect is the decision-making faculty of the soul. Resolves is that power of the soul which directs the mind and the intellect. The nature, habits, and attitudes of a human being are based on his resolves. Resolves influence the actions of the human being. We often refer to different people as a great soul, sinful soul, pious soul, etc. This implies that the soul is performing various actions through the body. Thus, the true identity of a person is based not just on his physical appearance, but on the good or bad actions he performs. The soul is immortal and is a conscient point of energy. It is neither born nor does it die. Birth, infancy, youth, old age, and death are just the different stages of the human body. When there is no birth or death for the soul, where was it before it came into contact with the body? Where does it go when it leaves the body? These questions lead us towards another quest for truth. The earth visible to the naked eye and the world we view through scientific equipments are just a tiny part of the vast universe. In this corporeal world, souls have donned human bodies as costumes and are playing their roles in this world drama. There exists a subtle world just beyond this corporeal world where subtle beings reside. Beyond the subtle world lies a world of golden red light. This is called Brahmalok. Souls reside here as minute forms of light. This region is also called as Nirvan Dham, the region beyond sound. All souls reside here in complete peace. It is therefore also known as Shanti Dham, the abode of peace. Playing different roles by changing different costumes, the soul, a resident of the land of peace, is always in search of peace because peace is the original nature of the soul. When the soul is trapped in the qualities other than its original nature, it yearns for peace. The soul is completely pure in the soul world. In the process of playing various roles on the world drama stage, through different names and forms, the soul forgets its true nature and begins to consider itself to be the body. Having become body conscious, the soul loses its purity and divine virtues and feels the consequent impurity. Just as water is needed to clean a dirty garment, pure thoughts are essential to cleanse the soul. The Supreme Soul, the source for pure and powerful thoughts. For this, it is essential to understand the true nature of God, His name, His form, His virtues and divine acts. What then is the truth about God? This again sets us on the path of quest for truth. when we analyze the devotion of people of different religions towards God, a startling similarity is revealed in them. People of all religions, while praying, call out, "O God," and look or point skywards, that is, towards the highest abode of God. What is the form of God? The hearts and eyes of people go upwards whenever they remember God. In Bharat, people worship God, the benefactor of all souls, with the name Shiva. The Supreme Soul is also worshipped as Allah, Ishvara, Jehovah, Khuda. The names may be different, but indicate that God is a point of light. Just as the soul is a point of light, God, the Supreme Soul, is also a point of light. The Supreme Soul is also known as incorporeal, as He does not possess a bodily form. He is therefore worshipped in the form of a Shivalinga in the Shiva temples. The Supreme Soul Shiva, the ocean of all virtues, the Almighty, and the one with the knowledge of the past, present, and the future, is worshipped as the ocean of knowledge. He is free from the cycle of birth and death. He is therefore called Ajanma, the one who is not born. He is called Ayonij, the one who does not enter the womb of a mother, and Amar, that is immortal. He is also called Abhokta, the one who is free from the fruit of action, that is, free from grief or happiness. Supreme Soul Shiva incarnates on the earth at the time of irreligiousness to establish the true religion. He is therefore called Swayambhu, the one who comes by himself, and Patit Pavana, the purifier. What is the reason for the discontent and grief in the hearts of the human beings? It is the separation from the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul. Ever since we started identifying ourselves as bodies instead of souls, our original qualities have eroded and bodily attractions have increased. We are therefore unable to see ourselves and the Father of all souls. We are like orphans in the darkness of ignorance. Listening to the cries of His beloved children who are lost in the darkness of ignorance, the Supreme Soul, who is also the ocean of love, He has incarnated on the earth, showering His rays of knowledge. The ascent of the Sun of Knowledge expels the dark night of ignorance and gives way to the bright golden age. The present period is the age of confluence. Human beings in this age can take their right to enter the golden age by lovingly remembering the Supreme Soul and enriching themselves with divine virtues and powers. The confluence age is the special time to divinize oneself. Would you like to divinize your life too? For this, you should learn the process of remembering the Supreme Soul with which one can transform the self. What are the ways and means of remembering the Supreme Soul? Are there any barriers of time or language or rituals to this process? Let us understand the process of godly remembrance. Remembering a person depends upon the love and relation one has with him. A child is related to his parents as soon as he is born. Children remember their parents because of the affection and the love they share with them. The soul also remembers the Supreme Soul in the same manner. Since there is no physical relationship with the Supreme Soul, one has to establish spiritual relation with the Supreme. For this, the first step is to give up the consciousness of the body and consider yourself to be a soul. Then, lovingly remember the Supreme Light, the Supreme Soul, on the basis of His divine qualities, His specialities and powers. This process is to be practiced with the help of mind and the intellect, because of which there are no postures, no rituals or limitations of time and place for this practice. Do we ever adopt a special procedure to remember a close friend of ours? Similarly, the Supreme Soul can be remembered at any time during the course of the day. Rajyoga is also known as Karma Yoga, as it is remembering the Supreme Soul in the course of our daily routine. Performing various deeds in the remembrance of the Supreme Soul gives an individual the control over his senses that enables him to rule his senses, because of which it is called as Raja Yoga. An individual practicing Raja Yoga by ruling his senses naturally becomes enriched with divine virtues such as peace, love, compassion, purity. The negative traits of his personality also are transformed easily. People meeting him experience a positive change in him. The power of positive thoughts alone can herald a new dawn and a new light on the earth. The self and the world will be filled with peace then. Let us spend a few moments in the remembrance of the Supreme Soul for such an experience. Stabilize yourself and concentrate your mind on the thoughts being given to you. Clear your mind of various thoughts and concentrate on the point of light in the midst of your eyebrows. Om Shanti. I am a soul, a shining star. My original nature is that of peace and purity. I am now traveling towards the abode of souls, a land of golden red light. It is beyond the sun, the moon, and the stars. It is a thoughtless and silent world, filled with great peace and purity. Me, the soul, resides here in my original form as a point of light, a being of peace, a being of purity, a being of power. I am now seeing my beloved Supreme Father in this land of golden red light. He is the ocean of peace, ocean of bliss. His rays of love, peace and power are transforming me into a peaceful being, a loveful and a powerful being. His rays of purity are cleansing my mind and intellect. Being the immortal child of the Supreme, I am the master of all the godly treasures. Now, I am enriched with all godly virtues and powers. Vibrations of purity, peace and power are now spreading all over the world from me. I have now descended back into my body in the middle of the forehead, filled with divine virtues and powers. Om Shanti.